On any bright, sparkling summer day, we are drawn to our rivers, lakes, and oceans and enjoy them in many ways. Swimming, surfing, or just relaxing at our favorite beach. Fishing at that favorite spot at a coastal inlet. Boating or sailing with your family and friends. Kayaking for some exercise and a sense of adventure. Or scuba diving to discover the wonders of an underwater world. Indelible images that each of us share as our most pleasant of memories. But recently, these idyllic recollections are being replaced by inescapable realities. It starts with a single raindrop, falling from the clouds and landing on previously open areas that once were covered by vegetation. Drop by drop, this rainwater picks up chemicals, oils, metals, fertilizers, pesticides, and sewage. Gaining speed and momentum, the runoff pours into storm drains. It is estimated that more than 10 billion gallons of stormwater, carrying polluted runoff, washes from land-based sources during a typical rainstorm. And the ultimate destination for this toxic mixture: our streams, lakes, rivers, and beaches. Many people may not be aware of the everyday causes of ocean pollution and how these pollutants reach our coastal waters. Whether changing the oil on the family car, watering our newly fertilized lawn, leaving trash at the beach, or pouring chemicals down our sinks, what we do on land finds its way into our waters and directly affects our oceans. Population growth over the past several decades has led to increasing development and construction to make way for buildings, services, and highways. Over 40% of the country's commercial development and 46% of its residential construction occurs along our coasts. The cement laid down for these buildings and services covers the ground, making it impossible for rainwater to be naturally filtered by soils, grasses, and wetlands. Even seemingly harmless soil is carried by runoff to our oceans, where it blocks sunlight, smothering underwater plants and corals, and depleting our coastal waters of oxygen. Taken together, all of these actions result in rapidly disappearing habitats that provide food and shelter for fish and the animals that depend on fish. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, 40% of our nation's waters are not swimmable or fishable. That figure includes rivers, streams, lakes, estuaries, and coasts. It is painful to imagine a world where our children could no longer experience the same simple pleasures that we once took for granted. Although each of us may contribute unknowingly to ocean pollution, the good news is that, armed with information, we can take action to reduce the threats to our coasts. The more we learn about the ocean and our relationship with it, the better equipped we will be to safely utilize and protect our marine resources. Even if the ocean isn't your life's work, you can support ocean research, marine education, conservation and restoration programs conducted by private organizations and federal, state, and local governments by volunteering. You can help to raise public awareness by imparting the knowledge that oceans are vital to life on Earth. Oceans affect each of our daily lives directly. We affect our oceans every day. Ocean resources are finite, and oceans remain frontiers for exploration and discovery. Get educated and share your knowledge. Through volunteering, we can learn and pass on what we have learned to others. One person can and does make a difference. Getting involved not only helps our oceans, but helps others understand how they too can make a difference. It's all about you. Volunteer for the coast. Hundreds of coastal organizations, protected areas, aquariums, and parks offer volunteer programs to clean coastal areas, replant lost underwater and beach vegetation, inform and educate other citizens, and influence decision makers. Little by little, volunteers instill an awareness about our connection to oceans and coastal waters, emphasizing the fact that each individual can truly make a difference.
Yeah, I feel good about telling people, yeah, I did a beach sweep this morning, or promoting it. It's something that I'm proud of, and I take a lot of satisfaction.
We really rely on volunteers heavily, and we're at a historic site, but we're also located on the Ashley River, which is part of a coastal environment. Things that are dumped down in the Charleston metropolitan area somehow end up floated up here, and they get stuck in the trees up here, so it's kind of like we're picking up other people's messes. What we're probably going to be doing today is we're just going to be putting some more mulch down on some trails that are starting to get some bare spots on them. It's down by the river, it's a popular fishing area, so we get a lot of compaction there. And also we have archaeological sites just beneath the surface that we want to protect. You can get a lot of work done with a large number of volunteers, and everyone leaves having fun, as opposed to thinking, okay, I've got to volunteer for 8 hours, I need to get all the work I can out of them.
There is no doubt that education is what it's all about, and I've been thrilled to see so many young people involved from different schools and colleges who come every year, and they come back every year because each year of students there seem to be that many more who care about the environment, because if this generation of young people get smart about it, then maybe tomorrow it won't be such a big problem.
Okay, we're pulling the net through a little natural tidal creek. Tidal creeks are very important for marsh systems because that's how the fish get in and out of these systems. So when we build these marshes, we actually construct tidal creeks to allow them to move in and out, and this is a natural one.
What we're shooting for is the long-term future, the preservation, and the undoing of the bad that's been done.
By practicing water conservation, participating in stream walks, beach cleanups, and other environmental activities sponsored by community-based organizations, coastal parks, preserves, and sanctuaries, and educating others through volunteerism, citizens can and will address the nation's largest water quality problem. Doing so will help to ensure that our descendants can enjoy the one precious and life-sustaining resource that sets Earth apart from all the other places in the solar system: our oceans.